Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Project, or Untitled Project. Wow.
Yes.
Wow. I am joined again today with MangoTango.
Hello.
Hello. How you doing?
Oh, very nice. Very good.
Very good, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. So it's been a little bit busy for both of us lately. We have been in the park. It's slowly going there, but we have a contest going on right now, and etc. So there's some priorities that needs to be filled.
Yep.
But we will still give you a video each week ish. We know we missed out last week, but we have a good one for you here today. A little long one too. So, bro, you have been building parts of this station here, the exit path from the station, the entrance, the queue, etc. That's been your kind of area.
Yep.
Right.
Kind of just getting the layout plan.
You've been, yeah, you worked quite a lot on this, right? Like to figure out the perfect layout.
I changed it 4 times.
Damn.
Yeah, it was a pain in the butt, but I think the way it came out is perfect, and it creates a level for realism for like the wheelchair. We're gonna have an elevator and stuff, make it easy for people to get in there that can't go up the stairs.
Yeah.
Because we have our queue is crazy. The stairs go up the side of a building, which is really cool, but it's also kind of hard to get a wheelchair up those stairs. So.
Yeah, you can definitely see like a slide of it in the background here, where I built what Kevin is talking about, the queue going across the wall or up the wall. So you added a bunch of like template buildings and stuff, and kind of like just what you had in mind, and you asked me if I just make like put up some walls and like the queue here, can you make a roof and stuff? And I was like, sure, man. You build what you want to build, and I'll make sure it'll look good when we add roof and stuff on. So
Yep.
that's pretty much what I've been doing. So all these buildings you see, this in the middle, this crossway here from the exit, and then the building over the queue, and then the exit building where they come from the crossway, will all get roofs. I actually gotta say, compared to how this area looks now when you see it without the roofs and stuff, like I didn't think I could make it look as that good as it actually does.
Yeah,
here when I'm done.
It just exploded overnight when I got the file. I was like speechless, and that's how I feel about the next time you get the park file when you do the station building and the roofs.
Yeah, I'm excited, but I don't know why. It's just I felt like the way you planned the buildings and like the walls, and I was just kind of okay. Let me just try to see, because I kind of like the layout you have here with the different levels, and like, so I just tried to see what can I do, and it actually came out super cool.
Yeah.
This path you see me add here will get removed. This is just placeholder for another custom path that Mango is making, which you will see later on in the video. It will switch all of a sudden.
Yeah, I was for some reason I just wasn't a fan of that path. I love it. I mean, I think it's a great piece that somebody made. I just for some reason it just doesn't. The lighting doesn't work for me. I wanted something a little different, and I'm just trying to make my own stuff at this point, to be honest. As much.
Yeah,
as
I mean, you've gone pretty solid at it. So
yeah, we're like stretching out 60 pieces of TMTK just for this project.
Yeah, that's mental.
It's getting
dude.
out
That's
of
mental. It's also tanking a few places already, but let that be it.
Yeah.
Let that be it.
I mean, I think
because we know the project itself is not gonna be massive,
No.
so we know that we can handle. We can be able to handle it.
I think I'm toning down on the amount of pieces that I'm gonna start making and adding in. I think we're getting close to the end of that.
Yeah, because we still need all the buildings around, and then
Yep.
we need that special, which we won't tell so much about yet, but we want an extra thing in here.
Mm-hmm.
And then, well, I mean, we can mention we thought about getting like a kiddie coaster in here, right? Something a little bit, or family coaster or something like that. That is not as crazy as this one we have, right?
And it's really it's really weird, interesting though, because like when you're panned out of the park and you're trying to render everything, the frames can drop to like, I don't know, 40 or something. But when you're like down in the guest level, or when you're looking away from like the main part of the city, the FPS is like still for me in the 70s. So I mean that's still pretty damn. That's still pretty damn good. I'm happy with it.
It's something around the coaster.
Yes, because I did experiment. I saved it and I deleted all of my paths that I made. FPS didn't change. I deleted all of the buildings that you made. FPS went up by like 2. And I deleted all of the windows and stuff that I made for this building, and it didn't change. So I'm just like, okay, I'm confused. I think it's all the beams that I used for the support, just all of those pieces are adding up now with everything, and it's just like, hey man. But it's fine. It's still, we're not like at Blackmire level yet, so. I remember.
We will never get there.
I remember when you gave me Dania, I opened the file. 10 minutes later, my computer was just like, nope, and it crashed. So we're still good. No crashes yet.
Nah, luckily, that won't happen. That won't happen. And also, it's kind of funny because this build here, I'm doing all this, and this build is actually it was on my old computer. So it's yeah, it's funny to see. And then the cinematics are made on my new computer, so. A lot better speed builds and stuff is also going to be a thing now, which is nice. So,
and you doesn't have to waste as much time editing.
That too goes so fast. Here I am making. I didn't know like this roof. I was like, will this look good in a way? And then the more I added, I was like, okay, this might actually be a thing. And then if I also gave the roof kind of like a half circle kind of roof as well, then it will actually look super cool with it, and that's what I'm ending up doing. And this roof is actually gonna end up looking super cool.
Yeah, that's happening.
If I have to say it myself. This is also mainly the main custom roof I do. Yeah, listen to this, right? This guy here, he says to me, I make these roofs here, and then he says that they're not custom, man. This guy says to me.
No, that's not the roof I was talking about. I was talking about the building across from
it. Yeah, the two others, but you still said like, I was like, I made this custom roof here, and then the others are also pretty custom, to be honest.
No, they are. I just meant as like when using the grid pieces, not custom. That's what I meant.
Mm-hmm.
Which you don't usually use grid pieces. That's why I was like, interesting to see that. But it looks fine. I told you I loved the way it looked.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really grid pieces. It's the off-grid ones I used. You'll see it when I start making the roof over there. But I kind of like the mixture of them, though, like the different, just the different vibe it had. Yeah. The different roofs, as you can see.
I did go back and fix that clipping that you were talking about by the coaster train.
Yeah, behind the yeah. I mean, I would have done it myself, but it was just to figure out a way I could make it not look weird.
Well, I was working on the catwalk, so I was just like, I might as well get it because I need space. So.
Okay. Yeah, so here I am like covering up Kevin's queue he did, which is also gonna be a little bit better because the roof in here now is pretty much like, yeah, you see it. It's pretty ugly. It has those adventure scriptings in the freaking roof, right? And that's not really gonna work here. So it's definitely gonna be covered up with some other stuff, so you won't see that when you're in the queue. But I am really digging it. Also, how your queue looks now with the roof, it just feels nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it really does. That building.
Really happy how your queue is.
Yeah, there's a lot of elements stuff. There's an outdoor section, there's an indoor section, there's an elevated section, there's a section where you go through and you can see through into the pre-show area when you walk by. There's a lot of like unique elements to this queue. I wanted something like realistic, but still like kind of crazy. Nothing too like simple.
Yeah, I agree. That's also why I try to build like this, because I'm trying to feel like, okay, what would look most like, what would look real, what would make sense, because this specific exit you have here going directly from the station, making a stair, like going down a bit already, and have this super small space between where I cannot like make the roof look a bit too random, so it's too high.
Yeah.
It's kind of tricky to kind of find a good composition for this, but I feel like with the I feel like it came out very nice, like a good result.
Yep. Yeah.
And luckily there was room enough for me to place the curbs down, so I could actually make it go a little bit below the path, so when they go out that they don't clip through the building. Or as you can see here, what I'm doing now, pretty much it went pretty fast there, but yeah.
I need to give you the mod.
I'm super happy how it turns out though.
Yeah, I need to give you the mod because I'm tired of having to go back and change the settings of the coaster every time.
You can just don't need to have the coaster running.
No, because I need to write it every time I get in the file, Wikz.
Why?
I'm just kidding. No, but you need the mod. The mod is amazing. It's got the smoothing mod, everything.
Well, one day.
Yeah. But yeah, this roof did come out nice with all the
this now.
detail.
Yeah, I'm really digging this roof. Also the color scheme I kind of went with. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy how it turned out. And your chimneys you made, man, I'm loving those.
Oh yeah, those chimneys
big ass ones.
Fucking fantastic. I'm so happy with those.
They are amazing.
We needed something big like that.
I am gonna make some custom ones too, so we don't get like repetitively a lot of them around, peeking up above the rooftops.
I mean, I paid for the materials, so I like the textures, so I could always model different ones. Like, I mean, that was easy. Not gonna lie, that was pretty easy. So.
Right. As you can see here, I didn't close down the exit path yet, or like I just made it open because we need to work on the station next time, right? We need to figure out how to get it closed, and it's probably gonna be built above the station, so it's gonna be layered in a way. But I think I have some cool ideas to what we can do. Yeah, it's gonna look cool.
I did want to point out a side note that in the next video there's something that I'm kind of excited to show. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I'm not the first person to discover this, but I haven't heard anybody talk about this. But there's a trick to making the lighting more realistic with the floors and the lamps and stuff. So I'll be sure to show Wikz that and show it in the next video so you guys can see it. But yeah, if you drop one of the floor lamps underneath the grounds to a certain level, it gives this like shine on the path, and it just makes the street just look so realistic at night. I can't really explain it too well, but when you see it, man, I'm telling you, you're gonna be like, oh my god, this is insane. And I've never seen anybody do it, so just that and the combination of like some of the textures that I'm trying to use, the lighting at night is becoming insane. I don't know if you've looked at it at night yet, but I'm trying to go through and light up some of the areas, and it's looking so good, man.
I haven't actually checked it out at night yet at all, really, but I'm gonna make sure to do that next time, for sure. Oh, this section here, dude, I was struggling a little bit with this section because the custom shape of the roof, but luckily you made these amazing pieces, brick pieces here in all different sizes. That helped me a lot here. So you might get, I mean, you guys, you might gonna get a lot of Theme Maker Toolkit, but it's a lot of the same ones we've used, like so. Yeah, and we still have a lot of normal in-game pieces in here as well. Like all the roofs are pretty much in-game pieces, right?
Yeah.
So, a lot of it. So, yeah, here I'm adding your chimneys, which are awesome. Putting like a little pipe in so it connects to it, because I kind of want to build something in there, like a boiler or something, to connect the chimneys inside the queue. We want everything. Everything has to make sense. If you place a chimney, it should have a purpose. If there is a chance to actually make it look like an interior or something like that.
Oh man, I'm so happy with this whole area. It's coming out so nice.
It really is. All this clutter Kevin have here is just his showroom with all his new stuff, so they'll probably get moved.
Oh yeah,
for now it's there.
That was just there for you to see it yourself.
Yeah, it's your showroom. It's fine. We can call it your showroom. I like it. Where you can take screenshots for all your props and stuff.
And it's really nice because you can see the stuff through the windows. It's just That's what I love about theme parks is when you're looking around, you see a bunch of crap through the window, a bunch of like just props everywhere. Like Universal does that really well. Disney too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Efteling do that quite as good as well.
Speaking of Efteling, this I haven't really picked a location for this park, but I'm thinking more along the lines of like a European park, just because, for realism's sake, I don't want to net everything. Like, I was talking with a few people, and they say that like if you're building in Europe, you're a lot less restricted with how your coasters need to be, and if we're building in like America or something, it's just nah, man.
Well, this is more like we're supposed to be. This is more like of a story-based park, right? So we're not really going for, like like.
We're not really going for the actual Earth, or anything like that. Where it's like probably going to be an alternate, like reality sort of thing.
Yes.
But
exactly.
But what I was saying,
there's some stuff that yeah.
I was just saying, like, I'm just basing it based off of like how Europeans build their coasters and designs. That's where I'm looking for my inspiration.
Right. I mean, the coaster we have in here is clearly inspired by Baron. Right?
Yeah.
So. But yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be like an era, right? Instead of a real like a actual park, a theme park. And there's also some story behind this we will get to later on in the series, right? Some very cool stuff.
Get a nice time lapse of Wikz Thanosing my building real quick.
Yep. These golden pipes, Kevin, they had to go. I keep the ones in the corner, the right corner, and then I give them a more darker gold. I already did explain to you why it had to go, and you'll see why.
It's okay. I'm happy with the result.
Yeah, and as you can see here, the custom move we were talking about here, it is kind of custom because it's not really like. It's only the parts on the top here that are kind of grid based, and then everything else is quite nice. But one thing I do like about this building, though, Kev, is the structure of it. How the glasses are placed, like the glass placement, the heights, the different height level on this building. It goes very well composition wise with the bridge and the other building on the other side.
Yeah, it's.
And that's also why I kept the sort of architecture, like the base foundation you did, and then just added a little bit more stuff to it as this extra building, which is going to be a port. Because I was thinking like this would be kind of cool to have like a cold deposit here or something where they, you just see a lot of these places where there's like this sort of minecart thing outside of a port, and then there's some coal lying around or whatever, It could be whatever, but I feel like this is a pretty good spot for it since this is more industrial compared to the shopping street we kind of have. So yeah. You still with me?
Yes, I am. I'm just listening.
All right. But as you can see, I kind of went in and added the curbs so they don't walk through the walls. At least I tried as good as I could. What you want to do in here is totally up to you, because I know you had some plans with this, so I just kind of wanted to give you a nice amount of space to build inside there. So I kind of like made the building for you, so you just kind of had to, I mean, unless, because I know you had some plans with the exit you wanted to do in here and stuff, right? So,
all I'm going to do for that area is probably just the photo section and the child swap area.
Well, we can always just end up working together on it, but at least now I'm going to leave whatever you want inside there to you, and then I also make a backside on it, just a quick one, just to make it finished so it's presentable for screenshots and cinematics and all that stuff. So yeah, but I do really like how this comes together, bro. I'm really happy of this. I'm constantly like just confident about the builds lately. I do, and it feels good.
Yeah,
it feels
good.
I'm
right there with you, man. Like, I've been super inspired. I haven't really been into scenery building.
What is your plans to do next time in the park?
Well, we have an alley that I've been looking at concept pictures for, so I want to get like a street wrapping around to the other section of the park. We have to think about where we're gonna do a dark ride, but I think we were talking about doing it on the other side, right?
Yeah,
so then
that's
planning for that.
Which is gonna be sort of the mysterious ride in the park. Right?
Yeah, so
we're not gonna say much about.
I think my main focus is to prioritize the station, the queue, and the coaster. And once we finish that and the alleyway, I really want to focus on like a really nice beer garden. Like that's something that I've really wanted to have in this park.
Yeah, you wanna have the beer garden in the center, like of where the coaster kind of have that.
Wherever you get the best views. Like I want you to be able to sit in that thing and just be able to see the entire layout basically from where you're sitting. And I think the center of the park is perfect for that. So well,
but I also think if it's a beer garden, we kind of want it to be a little bit further away from the industrial quarter, and then have it closer to the shopping street.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, we can make the coaster a sight line and have it all the way towards the back where the water is right now, where you can't really see in the frame. But it really doesn't matter as long as you get some really good sights of the coaster. But I'm making a lot of like beer stuff, blender. I got the drafts working. I pretty much got the entire beer tap system done. So I got to go through and make some beer glasses with the beer inside of them. Try and make them flexi colors so that you can change the type of beer, all that good stuff. You know, just I want this park to have personality. I want it to feel real. I want it to be a place where people go and just feel like they're just in a different reality. You know.
100%. I agree.
I'm loving it. Like, there's not a single part of this project that I'm unhappy with.
Nah, I'm completely with you, man. I'm super happy about this project already. Like how it's already coming together, and like just that kind of like that our ideas kind of like goes the same way. I mean, we kind of have the same sort of thoughts about this project.
Yeah. Well, you know how they say everything happens for a reason. I'm glad that it took us this long to collab, because now we both have an outstanding amount of experience in different things. We couldn't have done something like 100%. This 2 years ago. Like, it just wouldn't have been as good.
Nope. It would not. And also, especially with your blender skills right now, then it definitely helps the project to make it look more unique.
Exactly. And that's the goal. Like, I just want it to be unique. I want it to be an expression of the time that we put into it. And you could see it with just the amount of variety of building pieces, man. Like the cutouts, all of the pathway openings. Like once we detail the arches and stuff and make it look all more cluttered up, it's just gonna look unreal. People
100%,
aren't
like
even gonna recognize the game.
Pipes going across. Well, that's the whole concept of this. Like, we want to create something that, in when it comes to it, that's not really look like flying a coaster in a sense, you know. Even if it, like, we know it's gonna take a lot of reshade, a lot of editing when it comes to the showcase video. I mean, we might not be able to do it like this sort of like speed build wise and etc. But like when it comes to the showcase video, that's definitely the goal we're going for, to make it look something else, right?
Yeah.
And we have a lot of cool plans and stuff to do with this project, like. Some people may be participating in doing some cool stuff for us.
Yes.
Yeah. So this project might turn out to be a little bit longer than me and Kevin first had in mind, but that's usually how it goes.
Well, that's why we decided to keep it short, because we always knew we were going to expand at some point. But nothing too crazy.
So
nothing too crazy.
I mean, the layout of the park is pretty much set. It's not like we're gonna add more pathing and stuff, because I kind of like the layout now we have.
Yeah.
It's sort of good mix.
It's small, but it's still pretty big. I mean, it would take you a while to walk around it.
100%, and all the details and all that stuff. So yeah, there's plenty of stuff to focus on and see whenever you'll get a chance to walk in here.
I'm expecting
but we are.
Oh, sorry.
No, come on.
I was just gonna say, I'm expecting the final cinematic video to be upwards of 10 to 20 minutes with everything in it.
Yes.
So
It'll be ride, it'll be the coaster, it'll be the dog ride, it'll be a showcase.
Yeah.
We'll kind of make it a freaking movie.
Yeah, that's the
We'll
thing.
make
It's
it a
gonna be
freaking
it's
movie.
gonna be a movie. Like that's what I want. I want it to be. Yeah, I'm gonna have a few people helping me with some of the recordings. You know, we're all. This is gonna be a huge effort on a few people, but not a huge effort, but you know, a good effort. And it's just all gonna come together really nice. I can't wait.
It's gonna be super fun. Yeah, same here, dude. I'm very excited.
I'm looking forward
and
to.
I can't wait to build more.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
and see
revealing
more.
more of the story and more of our guests when the time comes. Probably a month or so, maybe 2.
100%. Yes, for sure. I'm so down with all of it. I am so excited. But guys, we are at the end of the video here now. As we said, it was a little bit longer one today, but I did a lot of progress, and hopefully we can keep up the pace here and have some more stuff for you for the next couple of weeks, months even. So yeah, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with us and for listening to me and Kevin rant about all this stuff. Hope to see you all next time, and leave a like and a comment down below if you have anything you want to say. And Mango, I will see you next time as well, my homie.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, dude. All right, guys, peace out. Bye bye.
Bye bye.